Ink-a-dink, 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 ink-a-dink. Wow!
do a little bit of tweaking on that because I think we just got the sound on. At any rate, so you saw, prior to the show, you saw Oswald Cobblepot make his first appearance on Basil BuddhaCat Presents. And if you can read lips, you know that Oswald Cobblepot made a visit in conjunction with Basil's his comic book collection. Catwoman. I mean, he's got Lilith. Matter of fact, here you go. Calico Cat returned as the Calico Stone. And Basil returns as she's got a little more heft than Basil does, obviously, because Basil came back as a two-dimensional avatar of himself. And that's Basil, you got your Occupy Danbury t-shirt. Good, all right. So, back to the clown car. There's some people pulling out of the, well, I guess they're sort of like rumbling with each other as they get out of the clown car, and it's the Republican candidates for president as the political season unfolds. I mean, they lost this 8 years, and they're trying to come up with somebody that's got enough gravitas to beat the presumed Democratic Party candidate Hillary Clinton. And who we got so far? Now we know we've got Ted Cruz, named after the cruise missile. Got Rand Paul, named after Ayn Rand, or as Basil likes to refer to her, Ayn Rand. We've got a bunch of newbies coming in. We've got Ben Carson, Dr. Ben Carson, who been spending the last few years pretending like he knew something about healthcare. He's a doctor still. Of course, Rand Paul's a doctor too. But who else do we have? Oh, hey, Mike Huckabee. We like Mike Huckabee. Mike Huckabee's been on the show. He's called in. He called in to complain when we went through the Scrabble board and came up with Barack Hussein Obama and tried to figure out where in the world, other than Hawaii, Barack Hussein Obama might be from. And we came up, one of the places we came up with was, I'll have to disguise it a little bit, Arkansas, which rhymes with Huckabee. And I got a little miffed about that, but he's in the race. There, he just stepped out of the clown car. All right. Who else we have, Basil? Basil says he's lined up. Well, I'll quote him first. Says he's lined up all the cats that have owners that are running for a Republican presidential campaign. They're running for their candidate for president. And does Carly Fiorina, who's apparently going to jump into the race today or tomorrow? Basil says she's got. Okay, yeah, you got it right. Basil says she's got a solid gold cat on her dresser. Does that count? Well, I guess it does. I guess it's not quite the same as having a two-dimensional piece of paper on her table in Basil's studio. Let's see if I can do some catfishing. Hold on. Let me get my catfishing pole out. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Well, while I'm doing this, I'm watching the Republican candidates get out of the clown car. Got a nibble. Got a nibble. Got a nibble. Hold on. Oh, no. Come on. Basil says, because you waste an awful lot of time on this show. We want to have a show about paper, about paint drying. Then might as well do that too, because fishing is about the same as watching paint dry. Okay. Okay. Well, take my word for it. Walter's under the table. Just under the surface. Maybe we can get her up. Maybe if I... Okay. Hey! Looks like all those Republican candidates have Mexican hats that they're going to throw into the ring, and they're going to reach out and... well, now Ted Cruz is claimed he's got a Mexican-sounding name, but apparently he's from Canada, and he's renounced his Canadian citizenship because he doesn't want to be accused of being a Canadian wuss by the rest of the Republican candidates. And Marco Rubio, esteemed child of Mr. and Mrs. Rubio del Rubio. He's got his bona fides. His parents came to America from Cuba, and they came here to escape Fidel Castro and the Cuban Revolution. I got myself a catfish. Okay. So, Senator Rubio came here, his parents came here to America. Like a lobster pot. Come here. Come here. Gotcha. There. Maybe you can see Walter. Well, you can see Walter's tail, at least. Oh. So, Senator Marco Rubio from Florida, his parents came here apparently to escape communist oppression and escape the revolution and Fidel Castro. Problem was they came here about 5 years before the revolution started, so kind of knocked a little of the wind out of his narrative. So Mike Huckabee, we know Mike Huckabee. He likes to he plays the bass, the electric bass, and he likes to well, apparently he's not the only one that likes to play with Ted Nugent, but he and Ted Nugent collaborate occasionally and play Ted Nugent's anthem to having sex at the age of 10 with a 9-year-old girl at the time, called Cat Scratch Fever. Woo! Okay. Come on back up. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. She's got the bug. Oswald will get it eventually. Now, Oswald Cobblepot, of course, is named after the life character that we know as the Penguin. And you saw that Oswald has that kind of tuxedo kind of look. He's got that tuxedo cat kind of look. And box cat. Oh, cat in a box. Cat out of a box. But Oswald's also been compared to an orca because he's got that orca kind of look about him, that black and white color variations around him. So he's kind of like an orca with hair. And Walter Forest Cat, also known as Feather Duster Kitty, and she does like to have to come around and help out a bit on the cleaning of the house, and she's got that feather duster tail. And hey, it looks like the Republican candidates have they're filing into Pancho y Gringo's restaurant, and they've invited us in. They sent us a little reach out because I guess they all want to come and get. I mean, Basil's not Sheldon Adelman, but certainly Basil's can certainly drum up a few votes for them, or non-votes, as the case may be. And they sent us a Mexican hat. They sent us, apparently they've been imbibing Basil's root beer or lemon lime sparkling seltzer water of choice, Schweppes. Schweppervescence. And they've been drinking, well, good luck to them if they are. They've been drinking Basil's favorite root beer, P-A-N-W root beer, and certainly it's an extra letter that gives it its special flavor. They've been playing the maracas. Nah, Walter's not ready. He's not festive enough for Cinco de Mayo. And they sent us along some Cafe Bustelo. Now, when it comes to what we drink and what they drink, the Republicans all, except for the guy that ran, two of the guys that ran for president in 2012, the one that ended up being the candidate, and the other one that we liked, they all drink coffee. They all drink. Well, they usually drink their soda mixed in with spirits. But Basil and I, we're not into that. We don't like. We don't drink coffee. We don't drink. We drink a little tea once in a while, but we don't drink coffee. So, but Kristen does, and therefore, Cafe Bustelo. Envasado al vacío, vacuum packed. Cafe Espresso Molido, espresso ground coffee. And the most important reach out is this is, let's see, El Mejor Café su disfruta en compañía. People are coming over, baby, this is what you want to be serving. This is the best. And we get it at price right for Kristen. And I drink it occasionally. I drink coffee a little bit occasionally. But Basil and I, for the most part, we're more in line with the two Mormon candidates for president in 2012. We're kind of we play it kind of dry when it comes to putting things in our body. But what else are we doing? Oh, it's a Cobblepot nailed me. Okay. So that's about all we're going to do. We're probably going to go from here to Sad Cat Diary, Sad Dog Diary. Let's not forget about Happy Pig Diary. And more than likely there is. Let's get our commercials in. And now this is a reach out to Charter. Because as it turns out, Charter decided not to pick up Basil. They said something about some baloney about Basil's show. And Basil, you better close your ears because you're not going to be happy when you hear this. Over at Charter, they said that Basil BuddhaCat Presents was a little too much like Progressive Soup. And I listen, he's got a scowl on his face. So we're going to reward Charter. We're going to give them a little piece of the Tootsie Roll account. A little piece that's about, I don't know, about a year and a half old now. And a little bit crunchily-uncious. So that, let's see, and that's about it. So let's get little Jeffrey Peterson's hand back up where it belongs. Okay. Whoop! Come on, play along, Jeffrey. There you go. Whoop! Come on. There you go. And put the whizzy back up there on the right side of Jeffrey. And with that, this has been Basil BuddhaCat Presents. We're going to fade with a couple of, I don't know, what are we going to do, Basil? Are we going to talk about anything today? Basil said, we're going to have plenty to talk about when those clowns get out of the clown car. Because they'll all be calling in. Because we had, let's see, we had, who do we have on in 2012? We started with Michelle Bachmann. She's not back in yet, is she? Not yet, but I'm sure she will be. Walter? Come on, Walter. Come on. Come on. So we, yeah, the guy from Arkansas, Mike Huckabee, he was in. He's in again. Got the two junior senators, one from Texas and one from Florida. Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio are both in the hunt. Oh, John Huntsman, Mormon that we liked, because Basil sent me up to New Hampshire a couple of years ago, 4 years ago, in 2012, and I had the opportunity to meet John Huntsman's daughters. And you can tell an awful lot about a person from their kids. You know, good people generally, well, they don't, it's not a guarantee that their kids are going to turn out right. But if kids turn out right, it usually reflects well back on the parents. And John Huntsman's daughters were both pretty amazing kids. Grown adults, young adults in their 20s. And do a little dusting, Walter? Come on. Come on. A little dusting. Come on. So we had Michelle Bachmann on. We had Newt Gingrich standing in front of the turret of a tank that I'm sure Newt saw as an opportunity to do a little phallic bragging. Ron Paul. Ron's not going to be in this time, but we've got his son Rand Paul. We're not going to get two Pauls in the same campaign, I don't think. But so we got Huckabee. We got apparently Carly Fiorina, who got crushed in California running for governor. Seems to think she can ride that wave to become president of the United States. And okay, Basil. Basil said we're going to have plenty to talk about, plenty of things to talk about with this group, and we'll have some stuff to talk about with the Democratic Party candidates too, because Basil's got one of his favorites is in the race, and not that he doesn't dislike Hillary Clinton. He thinks Bill Clinton was probably the best Republican president ever, in that he pretty much gave the Republican Congress everything they wanted on a silver platter in exchange for, I'm not going to say BJ on stage, on the show. Huh. I'm not. You think I'm going to say BJ on the show? I don't think so. But we have our candidates we like a lot better than Hillary Clinton, and if that's who we end up with as the against any of these clowns, certainly. Maybe if Jim Huntsman comes back in the race. Maybe if Colin Powell gets in, but his wife told him not to run in 2008 or 2012 simply because she sees what happens to black guys when they get into politics on a national level. But we have Ben Carson. Now, Ben Carson we haven't had on, but we'll have him on, I'm sure, and he'll have some interesting things to add to the conversation. And with that, this has been Basil BuddhaCat Presents. I'm David Stevenson, Basil's co-host, interpreter, and Occupy Danbury Kimosabe. And we shall see you Sunday morning. Maybe by then all the clowns will be out of the car and we can talk to a few of them. Hey, come on, guys! Good night.
They say they'd rob your grandma blind on Wall Street, on Wall Street. Fritter her away her Medicare on Wall Street. And Pharma Oil and their pet fox don't care if she lives in a box, so long as they wear platinum jocks on Wall Street, on Wall Street. Meow.